Welcome to this edition of UTA Spotlight. I'm Kevin Mendez.
And I'm Thomas Host. In this week's episode, we get to hear from Student Congress, we'll get to see what it's like to truly live without a home, and we'll get a unique taste of Japanese culture.
The university offers students an opportunity to have a voice through Student Congress. Each department has its own representatives.
The College of Liberal Arts encompasses 12 departments, various majors and certifications, and also has 4 Student Congress senators that represent the College of Liberal Arts student body. Justin Dapersmith is a sophomore and a College of Liberal Arts senator. For him, wanting to be a part of Student Congress came completely natural.
I've always had a passion for politics and legislation. I know how important that is to affecting change and how that's, for the most part, the only way to really affect change is by participating in the policy-making process. And just from the help of a couple of my fraternity brothers, a couple of my family members, they all pushed me. They said, we know this is what you want to do. We think you can do a good job at it. And they know that I care about it. I talk about this kind of stuff a lot.
One of the biggest responsibilities as Student Congress Senator is reaching out and staying involved with the students within your college.
But probably the most essential thing to keep in mind and to work on as a senator is keeping that arm out to your specific college, to talk to them as much as you can, even just one-on-ones. It's great to keep in mind what they're dealing with and kind of the struggles of being in that college.
Justin has big plans before ending his Student Congress term.
Improving facilities, hopefully even maybe possibly having our own just general liberal arts facility. Bringing in more speakers for those obscure majors that fall within liberal arts that no one really feels get recognized enough. I'd like to bring in those speaker series for that. And the music department. We have a absolutely fantastic music department and band here at UTA. Not enough people know about it, and I feel like they don't get the coverage they deserve, so anything benefiting those things, definitely kind of the underdogs of campus policy, I think I should hit on.
Justin still has a few years left before his graduation, and plans on sticking around and moving up within Student Congress.
If it's in the cards, and depending on how much I can accomplish till then, I definitely want to make exec board, and let's hope, like I said, I can end up on this wall somewhere and actually, leave a lasting legacy here and really make big things happen.
Marcos Ortiz, UTA News.
For more information, Congress meets on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at the Student Congress Chamber. Making it home for the holidays is not always as simple as it sounds. There are some who are not as fortunate to have a place to call home.
Although homelessness is a worldwide issue, one event brings the truth a little closer to home. On a chilly autumn evening, the UTA volunteers hosted their One Night Without a Home event. The student-led organization hoped this opportunity would allow students to experience the trials of homelessness. But before the night got started, the UTA volunteers met in the basement of the UC to watch a short documentary and gather inspiration. But why do so many come to attend this event?
One night without a home, that means putting myself in someone else's shoes for an experience of a lifetime, really, I would consider.
Outside, the participants divided into small groups gathered around former and current members of the Arlington Life Shelter. The clusters of students fittingly sat on the cold, hard ground, hearing their trials and tribulations. With the cool evening approaching, participants began to claim improvised sleeping mats. Participants in the UTA Volunteers One Night Without a Home event are also given the option to stay the night on campus, sleep outside, and experience what it's truly like to be homeless. After participants staked off their territory, they were treated to a meal with no dietary accommodations.
Because in homelessness, there is not an option. I don't have the luxury to have those things when I'm homeless.
As the guests ate what little food was provided, they listened to prepared stories from members of the UTA volunteers. One story, from student director Tanya Garcia, had a visually moving effect on the silently attentive crowd.
I was homeless when I was younger, and I kind of know what it's like to be homeless. I felt it. I felt the invisibility. I felt the trying to hide it from my friends at school and trying to be normal and not have that pity and not have people look at me differently or treat me differently.
The brave few that survived the 40-degree autumn night were awoken for a morning reflection, bright and early. Although lack of sleep was evident on their faces, the students were quickly up and moving, having just experienced a night they won't soon forget. Landon Hearn, UTA News.
For more information on how to help those in need, visit arlingtonlifeshelter.org. The Division of Student Affairs is celebrating Japanese culture this week.
The UTA Japanese Culture Club is celebrating their first annual Cafe Mumu event. Cafe Mumu is a maid cafe. A maid cafe is where the waitstaff dressed as maids are servants to their masters or mistresses at their homes rather than in a normal cafe setting. The Japanese Culture Society tried to show a lot of differences from typical American-style restaurants. As seen here, they have maids and butlers, and they all have different personalities, such as Sharknado and even Yowie. Some people knew how the maid cafe was going to work, but did even the club know how the maid cafe was going to turn out?
We just honestly didn't know what to expect because this is the first time we've done this, and our org is pretty small to begin with, so all of our members were volunteers and not so much people coming.
Thank you, sir. Here at Cafe Mumu, they also provide entertainment, food, and drinks on top of their great hospitality.
I was like, it'd be fun if we could do that and we could bring it to other students at UTA that may have not known what a maid cafe is, or people that do want to go to a maid cafe but cannot go to one.
To some, it comes as a shock, but to others, it comes very normal, especially knowing the Japanese culture. So what is their favorite thing about the whole event?
The butlers. I got the Casanova butlers, so they were really nice and very gave me lots of compliments, so it made me feel really special.
James Belknap, UTA News.
For more events and information on the club, please visit their Facebook page and search UTA Japanese Culture Society. Thank you for watching this edition of UTA Spotlight. I'm Thomas Host.
And I'm Kevin Mendez. Make sure to catch our last episode Monday, December 7th.